Hey YouTube, it's your boy G Miles. Tonight we're back on the video. Tonight we're finally in on chapter 13, which is part two to this. Yeah, so let's get started. Who moment of truth. Since I just have to like get almost everything out the way though. Since I'm gonna since I'm gonna do it all day tomorrow though. So when I do this tonight though, since I'm off somewhere else, since I need to
Back
relax and
already,
stuff.
Yagamishi. How are you feeling after last night?
But I enjoying
The shockwave from
my
the blast took you
this
down.
game so far though.
Oh, yeah. That was something else, I gotta say.
I bet, tough guy. Kamurocho's finest
Yep,
detective
yep, yes.
never
I've been doing
fails
the
to
gameplay
impress.
play on it about a
Doc,
week or two. Yeah,
made it.
probably a week.
We've been asking around if anyone's seen Kuwana.
You don't want to know how that went.
No leads, huh?
Pretty much. Doesn't help that Arcade's crawling all over the place right now. Soon as they spot Kuwana, they're gonna make their move.
Kawana gave this to me yesterday.
Isn't that Toshiro Ehara? Kawana-san called you out there just to give you this?
Yep. He told me to give it to Ahara.
What the? Oh man, it looks like it's cracked.
Can you take a look at it, Tsukumo? I get the feeling it's no ordinary pendant.
Certainly.
Not handing it over to Ahara till you know what the deal is?
He won't mind, will he? Besides, I damn near got blown up over that thing.
Speaking of, Yagamishi, what's the status of Ehara's sexual battery trial?
Saori-san's preparing for the appeal. Still no date, but the courts are working as fast as they can. If they accept the case and it goes to trial, they'll find out about Kawana one way or another.
And that'd put Reiko Kusumoto in public security in this shithouse, right?
Right. If Kawana and his murders come to light, anyone connected to Reiko Kusumoto could be suspected as an accomplice. And if that happens, she'd lose any control she had over the pension fund.
Interesting.
Everyone wants their own brand of justice to come out on top. But enough is enough. If we don't handle this, public security will take out Kawana. And I can't let him die like that.
Then what's your next move?
Gonna head to
Oh,
Ahara's
indeed.
trial and
We
back
kind
up
of need him
Saori-san.
alive though. But even though he
Feels
can
like we
be
come
a
full
butthole
circle.
though, for the most part.
I'd argue
But
the
sometimes
opposite,
he'll
Yagamishi.
have a hidden
The
build of heart
circumstances
though.
surrounding the trial are completely different this time around. I can't help but consider how grand a task simply seeking the truth could be.
Seriously. But exposing the truth is the only way to save some and get justice for others. We can't just stay quiet and watch.
Sounds like you're seeing the light. Detective work's not so bad, is it?
Can you guys keep an eye out for Kawana and Nijincho? I need to go over Ahara's case with Saori-san.
10-4. We'll amp up surveillance.
We're going too, Sukiura. Time to get shit done.
Oh yes, indeed.
Right on.
Yeah, I gotta go to this office though, which is in Comancho. So I gotta go back to Comancho. Yeah, I think it's located somewhere else. But I can't even tell though. Yeah, I gotta go to this office though. And here it is. I knew it was in Comancho. Oh heck no! I'm gonna lose these suckers. Ooh, got him. Yeah, we finally made it to the office. Looks like we're gonna have a meeting though.
Wow, looks like we've got a full house.
Shirosaki-sensei asked me to come by. She said they needed some business handled while you were out of town.
I find it hard to believe she'd put it that way.
Maybe not. Either way, I don't mind helping.
Yagami-san, you're just in time. I think we should conduct another interview with Ihara-san.
Okay, but what will we talk about?
If we want to claim he's innocent of battery, then we need to prove he's the one who murdered Mikoshiba at the same time. But since the murder footage isn't admissible in court, we need something more substantial.
Basically, we need new evidence. And that might mean something no one's seen or found yet.
So your plan is to meet with Ihara and just ask him?
I know it's a long shot, but yes.
I'd like to come help, but someone has to check Higashi-san's work.
Excuse me? If I have to be Hoshino-kun's lackey, I'm fucking out.
I'd prefer if you address me as Hoshino-sensei.
Mouth on this
Hoshino.
kid.
Ihara only seems to open up to you, Yagami-kun. So, if you talk to him again, do you think we'll find out something new this time?
I'll see what I can get out of him. Having another chat with him couldn't hurt.
Sounds good. Oh, and look after Saori for me, would you?
Sure, but Mafu, should you even be here? Won't the prosecution think you're double-crossing them?
What do you mean? I am just here to get dirt on the defense. Expect prosecutors
yeah, I
Hartnell
don't
to
know.
hear
So, you
all
know,
about it.
I know a girl
Guess we better
in,
watch
in
ourselves.
real life though.
I still have some
So
preparations
with her,
to make. Yagami-san,
yeah,
why
she's
don't we
pretty.
go kill
She's
some
pretty
time?
much a scaredy
I'll
cat.
call you
Demon
as
like
soon as I'm
that though,
ready.
but
It
she
shouldn't
is
take
though.
long.
Sure thing.
But she can be a little tough though.
I'm going to try and get in touch with Ihara's wife. Even though they're separated, Ihara may have shared details about Mikoshiba's murder with her. Oh, and Higashi-san will be there to help.
Yeah, I gotta kill some time until Sorry is ready to go though. Whoa, that quit.
Sorry for keeping you, Yagami-san. We should head to the detention center. Where are you?
In Kamracho, how about I take a cab and pick you up?
If you please. I'll be waiting.
Oh yes indeed. Yeah, looks like I gotta pick Sorry up. Well, I gotta take a taxi though. Well, I'm gonna escape that far. Says, you know, I can go for it. No biggie though. Yep, the detention center.
Isn't that just the worst? So the murder footage can't be used as evidence. I was hoping it'd be played in court for all to see.
Yeah, and if it was, it would prove your innocence and overturn your battery conviction, no problem. But the prosecution flat out refuses to accept you murdered Mikoshiba. There's no room for error. You could flat out confess and they would refuse to accept it.
Yeah, I can
Excellent.
tell that he's
In the
definitely
end,
guilty though.
They'll lock me up for battery, and I'll get away with murder.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
should have thought of
We
that.
know all about what you and Kwana planned. We just don't have the evidence to prove it.
My condolences.
Which reminds me, you said you'd confess to killing Mikoshiba after you got out of prison, right? Then, as icing on the cake, you'd admit the battery charge was false and humiliate the law for letting a murderer walk free.
Exactly.
Oops, sorry about that.
The public must know that
That's
the
my
law
bed.
can't be trusted. Personally, I hope the media hops all over it.
I bet you do. So when that time comes, you'll need some decisive evidence of the murder so your confession holds water. Maybe you've got something like that in your back pocket already? Because we'd sure look good if we had some new evidence to take into the appeal.
That's why you geniuses came all the way out here. I told you I wouldn't admit to the murder in court. I have no intention of just handing it over.
Handing it over? So you're saying there is still a piece of evidence we don't know about?
What is it, Ahara-san?
Even if there was, you'll never get your hands on it. Didn't mean to get your hopes up.
Yeah, I knew he was pretty messed up. Well, yeah. I'm gonna say he still has the murder weapon.
The murder weapon. Kanagawa PD said the weapon used to kill Mikoshiba still hadn't been found.
Yet it appears in the footage without a doubt as to what it is. A knife. If it wasn't found at the murder scene, it's highly likely the suspect or an accomplice took it with them.
Any normal criminal would have just ditched it somewhere. Except you're anything but normal. You got revenge for your son, and you want to publicly humiliate the law for letting you pull it off.
Your point?
If you were cleared of the battery charges and confessed to Mikoshiba's murder without evidence, no one would buy it. You'd need something convincing. Busting out the weapon no one's found yet would do the trick. That one piece of evidence would flip the whole case on its head.
Look at you go. Then tell me, where do you surmise I've hidden this weapon?
Well, right after killing Mikoshiba and Ijincho, you would have had to book it to Ikebukuro Station. You had accomplices with you.
And if that's the case, there would have been plenty of time to hide the weapon.
Yeah, so that's about as far as I've thought this out.
That's it? Then I'm done here.
Kawana's vanished, Ahara-san. Public security found out about him.
Public security?
Kawana wanted me to tell you he won't make it to the end of your revenge plan.
So, I'm the last man standing, am I? Well, he's already helped me plenty. I never expected to see him again anyway.
At this point, he won't be able to outrun them. If public security catches him, he'll get much worse than an unfair trial. Burying him will be the least they do.
Mm-hmm. True.
What do you mean? What's going on?
You remember last time? If you don't recall, I said you'd grabbed a tiger by the tail.
And your tiger is public security?
Right. And they're out there on the warpath. Everything has to be brought into the light. We need what you did to be exposed. Kawana can't be saved in any other way. I need your help, Ahara-san.
Then you lose. I'll never admit to killing Hiro Mikoshiba in court. The system can die. It threw Toshiro away, and I won't lift a finger to save it. Kawana-san knew how this could end. We have our convictions. When this started, we knew it could end up costing our lives.
You knew going in, huh? And that's all? Is that what you tell yourself so you can sleep at night?
Maybe it is.
Yagami-san. Do you remember my original request? To look into both the Hara incidents? I asked you to look into the train event, and then I asked you to look into Hiro Mikoshiba's murder. And now, I'm afraid I have to make one more request of you. Do you still carry your defense attorney's lapel pin? Ehara-san's trial. I'd like you to take the floor with me to defend him. It's going to be eventful. I think we should go as a team.
Sure about that? You know, my legal counsel isn't cheap.
I'll let Genda-sensei know about the invoice.
You got it. Count me in. You never know when something like this will happen. Check it out. I always have it on me.
I know that.
Get the loyal
You
badge. Even though he was formerly a lawyer, but he's a good detective. Yeah, I gotta make preparations and head to Ajiko or something like that. Even though I think I got everything that I need though. Well, barely. And better yet, I'm gonna stock up on some health though. Yeah, looks like it ain't gonna be enough though. In order to like beat the boss though, since this finale is probably gonna be huge though. Since I might stop between filming and stuff, since I need to get this done though.
いらっしゃいませ。
Good thing I managed to like get some or something like that. Yeah, like I said though, your boy is smart though, which is me. He knows how to do things instead of being dead though.
ありがとうご
Yeah,
ざいました。
that's enough for that. And all we're gonna do now just get a taxi. Yeah, instead of walking all the way back here, why not actually take the taxi? Dang it. Man, I can't even lose those suckers. Yeah, better yet, I'm using triangle, but like, screw this.
What a waste.
Yep, finally head back to Ajiko to get things done though. Like finally. But it's still dark though.
Hello?
Doc, where you at right now?
Just got back to Yokohama, actually. You weren't spying on me, were you?
You just noticed? Everywhere you went, I know about it. And I mean everywhere.
Where are you right now?
Over at the Leomont's place. Hoshino-kun and Higashi are here too.
Oh, right. They mentioned they were going to Yokohama to see Ahara's wife or something.
Make your way over, will you? I need a full report, and I don't want to hear you were slacking.
Well, look at you taking charge. Anything else, boss?
Yeah, don't drag your feet along the way.
Yeah, it looks like I gotta head over to this hideout. But I'm gonna go there right now though. And here it is. Hushman Khan.
Looks like the gang's all here.
Everyone but the star of the show.
That is next level ass kissing, Hoshino-kun.
A good ass kisser is a good communicator.
Welcome back, Yagami-san.
Grab a seat, Tak. Nice. So you're really gonna stand in court again?
Just to give Sari-san some support.
Ah, I see. Does that mean I don't need to be present for Ahara-san's appeal?
Huh? How would I know? Isn't that more of a Sari-san question?
If Yagami's there, I don't see why you gotta be. You're on thin ice, Hoshino-kun. You still gonna have a job if you're redundant?
I have been plenty useful. At least a little.
Should a lawyer really have to say that? This guy is kind of a rookie, huh?
Ah,
Man, the gangster just put the lawyer on notice.
Well, that's all I got. How about you guys?
I'm gonna say, what's the word on
What's the word
arcade?
on arcade coming down to Ijincho?
Everywhere you look, they're strutting around like they own the place. And they know our faces, too. They stare us down, but never get too close. It's fucking annoying.
Plus, they're acting like they're here to stay. They've been harassing the joints we have ties with.
Harassing how?
You know, shit like pretending to be normal customers, and dying dashing or complaining to mess with business. Then another guy will come in and be like, need protection? And suddenly they're charging a fee.
That's some Yakuza shit right there.
Old shit, too. The Yakuza who pulls that today is out in one shot under the anti-gang laws.
And Soma? Is he still around town?
Nah, there's nothing on him. Even if he is, he probably went underground by now. And Soma isn't exactly a social butterfly like Akutsu. Finding him's gonna be a pain in the ass.
Especially if he has public security's help. Unless it's a life or death situation, I doubt he'll show his face.
I'm gonna say, where's Kawana?
So where's Kawana? Any word on where he's hiding?
Yeah, about that. We must have asked everyone in Ijincho, but we got nothing.
RK's out there looking for him too. They seem to think I've still got him under watch.
On the flip side, that means they still haven't found him either.
Well, yes, although that's not much consolation.
You think Kawana-san's still in one piece after the explosion?
Alive? Yes. Unharmed?
And
Can't
somebody
say.
thought.
When I saw him, he was already making plans to disappear. But the real problem is what happens next. Now that he knows Reiko Kusamoto betrayed him, we don't know Kawana's next move.
I'd never let that slide if I were in his shoes. Maybe Kawana's thinking the same thing, you know? He spent all that time underground brooding and shit. Maybe he's really gonna stick it to Reiko Kusamoto.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. Oshinoku, Higashi, you two met with Ahara's wife?
yeah, but we didn't gain much from it.
Turns out Ahara and his old lady don't really keep in touch. After her son took his life 4 years back, she refused to keep living under the same roof. Only reason she hasn't divorced him is because it's too much of a pain to process.
She's been living in that same apartment even when Toshiro-kun was still alive. She let us light some incense on his altar, but she was pretty vacant the whole time.
Did Ahara's battery charge come up at all?
She said she didn't care.
She didn't care her husband was out there groping women and killing bullies? Has she even seen Mikoshiba's murder footage?
According to her, no.
Really? That's hard to believe.
Well, there's no easy way to put it, but it felt like she'd given up on everything.
Made for a pretty depressing trip, I'll tell you that.
That about wrapping
That
it
about wrap it up?
Seems so. As for me, I think I'll head out and see what I can find out about Kawana-san.
Same. I just hope he's okay.
Tsukumo-san and Sugiura-san do some impressive work.
Yeah. You don't hold a candle to them, Hoshino-kun.
Black belt in karate, and you
never even use it.
Well, I'm just more of a behind-the-scenes kind of guy. Anyway, I'm heading back to Kamurocho. Enjoy yourself, Higashi-san.
What about you, Doc? Want to call it a night? Tesso said he'll let us stay if you do.
No skin off my back, really.
So, what'll it be?
I'll stay,
If I can
stay
really stay
tonight.
the night, I'll take him up on that.
Ooh, yeah. Well, guys, that's all for chapter 13, which is ASC part 3 or part 2 to this or something like that. So, yeah. Wait to for your news channel. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe. And also hit the notification bell every chance. And it's been the boy, G Miles. Peace. I hope you enjoyed The Lost Judgment.